Imagine this. You're at the airport, you arrive early, everything seems to be going well. But right before you board, an agent stops you. Your carry-on bag, the same one you've traveled with for years, no longer meets the rules. It's not a warning. It's not something you can talk your way out of. They tag it, send it to checked baggage, and charge you a fee you didn't expect. Your trip starts with frustration, stress, and the feeling that no one told you about this. And the worst part is, this isn't just one person's problem. In 2026, new rules for carry-on luggage are coming into play that are completely changing how we travel. These aren't small tweaks, it's a total reset. Size, weight, liquids, batteries, technology, everything counts now, and thousands of travelers are finding out when it's already too late. In this video, I'm going to explain, step by step, the new rules that will decide if you get through the airport smoothly or if you get stuck before you even take off. If you're traveling in 2026, this can save you time, money, and a lot of headaches. Carry-on luggage size. It all starts here. Before they ask you about liquids, batteries, or documents, the first thing they'll look at is the size of your suitcase. In 2026, a global standard will take effect that finally unifies carry-on luggage measurements. The problem isn't the measurement itself, but how it's applied. Now, absolutely every part of the suitcase counts. The wheels, the handles, the outside pockets, even those compartments that are always a bit puffy. If it sticks out, it counts. And if it counts, it can fail. For years, many travelers have gotten by because it just barely fit, or they always let me through. That's over. New digital scanners measure the entire suitcase in seconds and find even tiny excesses. More than half of the suitcases sold today as carry-on no longer meet these rules, and they don't warn you when you buy your ticket. You find out at the boarding gate in front of everyone when you have no room to do anything about it. At that moment, there are only two choices: pay or check it. That's why, in 2026, size isn't just a small detail. It's the first and toughest hurdle. Weight is no longer just a suggestion. Just because your bag fits the size rules doesn't mean you're all set. The next challenge is the weight. For many years, airlines often treated carry-on weight like a flexible suggestion, but in 2026, that changes. There's a limit, and it will be enforced, whether it's 8, 9, or 10 kilograms depending on the airline. The rules will be checked for real. Scales will be built into the check-in counters, at self-check-in machines, and even at the boarding gate. It won't be up to a staff member deciding to look the other way anymore. If the system sees your bag is too heavy, it will stop you from moving forward. You won't be able to print your boarding pass, you won't get on the plane, or they'll call your name over the loudspeaker. And then comes the situation no one wants. Opening your bag in front of everyone, quickly taking things out, or paying an unexpected fee. Many people don't realize how quickly they can hit that weight limit. A laptop, a charger, a pair of shoes, and a heavy toiletry bag can easily push you over without you even noticing. In 2026, weight will become a direct way for airlines to make money. Every extra pound is more money for them, and travelers who don't keep track will be the ones paying for it. The personal item, your true lifesaver. When your carry-on bag starts to cause trouble, something else becomes super important, your personal item. That second bag, which always seemed less important, is now your main defense. In 2026, the rules for its size are also getting much stricter. It has to fit completely under the seat in front of you, without sticking out, without being forced, no exceptions. But more than just its size, what matters is what it's for. The personal item is no longer just a backpack or a purse, it's where everything you absolutely can't lose should go. Things like documents, medicine, electronics, money, keys, all your essential stuff. Because when the overhead bins get full and your suitcase ends up in the cargo hold at the last minute, this is the only thing that stays with you. Many travelers still make the mistake of splitting their important items between both bags. In 2026, that's a risk you really don't need to take. The smart traveler assumes their suitcase might disappear at any moment and gets ready to keep going with only what's under their seat. This isn't about being comfortable. It's about being able to handle things if something goes wrong. The war for cabin space. Once you've dealt with the size, the weight, and protected your personal item, Then comes the quiet battle that defines many flights in 2026, the space in the overhead bins. Planes are carrying more passengers than ever, airlines are speeding up boarding times, and the bins aren't getting bigger at the same rate. The result is a constant fight for a few inches of space. This is where many travelers think they've already won, just by getting through security, but actually that's when the real risk begins. Basic fare tickets board last, and by the time it's their turn, the bins are already full. It doesn't matter if your bag meets all the rules. If there's no room, it goes under the plane. And it's not a personal choice by the flight attendant, it's a rule. At that moment, you watch your luggage disappear down the jet bridge with no guarantee of when you'll see it again. In 2026, cabin space isn't something you're automatically entitled to. It's a privilege. Travelers who get this act fast. They pay attention to their boarding group and don't get too comfortable. Because in this war, hesitating for a few minutes can cost you your bag. Electronics that don't turn on. Then comes the quietest check, but also one of the strictest. In 2026, it's not enough to just bring loud electronic devices. They have to work. If a security agent asks you to turn on your phone, your tablet, or your laptop, and you can't, the device is seen as suspicious. It doesn't matter the brand, the price, or your explanations. If it doesn't turn on, it doesn't go through. The same goes for external batteries. Now, everything is about a number many travelers don't know: watt-hours. Below a certain limit, there's no problem, but going over it without permission can mean your battery gets taken away. The most common mistake is never checking it. People buy powerful power banks without knowing exactly what's allowed, and they find out at the checkpoint when there's no way to give it back. Also, more and more airlines are watching the total number of devices you carry: phone, watch, headphones, camera, laptop, external battery. They add up fast. In 2026, luggage that's too full of tech gets noticed. And when security starts asking questions, it's not the best time to make things up as you go. Smart suitcases seem like the future, but in 2026, many become a problem if they don't meet one key condition: the battery must be removable. Incidents with lithium batteries on flights have made airlines toughen up the rules with no room for argument. If the battery is built in and can't be taken out, the suitcase can't go on the plane. And this is where many travelers get too confident. They think their suitcase is fine because it always has been, until an agent asks them to take out the battery right then and there. If they can't do it, there's no arguing. They either check the empty suitcase or leave it behind. In 2026, airlines expect passengers to show that their luggage is safe. Just saying it isn't enough. You have to be able to do it in front of them, calmly, and without tools. So, anyone traveling with this kind of luggage who hasn't tried it before is playing with fire. Technology stops being a help if it turns into a problem. Liquids and airport chaos. For years, the liquid rule has been one of the most hated by travelers, and in 2026, it's getting even more confusing. Some airports now let you bring normal-sized liquids thanks to new scanners, but many others still follow the old rules. The problem isn't just where you start your trip, but also where you pass through. You might leave a modern airport with no restrictions, and then have a layover in another airport that still requires small bottles. At that point, your liquids go from being allowed to becoming trash in a matter of seconds. This has led to constant scenes of travelers throwing away perfumes, creams, or new bottles without understanding what has changed. In 2026, the key isn't to trust technology, but to prepare for the worst. Liquids should always be easy to get to, ready to be shown or taken out. Many experienced travelers have already changed their habits and choose solid versions of basic products to avoid problems. Because in this mess of mixed rules, the one who assumes everything will work like in the previous airport almost always loses. Harmless items that no longer pass. One of the nastiest surprises of 2026 is finding out that everyday objects are starting to be treated like problem items. Things that have traveled for years without anyone noticing now cause extra checks or, straight up, get taken away. Small tools, multi-use items, certain sprays, devices with built-in cables or hidden batteries can set off automatic alarms. The problem isn't just that they're banned, but that many travelers don't even know they've changed categories. That feeling of unfairness pops up fast, because these are legal items at home, bought in regular stores. But that doesn't matter anymore. At security checkpoints, the rule is about potential danger, not what you plan to use them for. In 2026, carrying a questionable item usually doesn't end with just a warning. It ends up in a confiscated bag and an unnecessary delay. The traveler who checks their bags with a careful eye avoids these situations before even getting to the airport. The profile of the suspicious traveler. Even though nobody says it out loud, in 2026 there's a type of passenger who gets more attention than others. It's not about how you dress or where you're going, but about what you're carrying. A bag packed with too much tech, lots of batteries, unlabeled cables, and devices without clear tags raises red flags. Not because it's against the rules, but because it needs to be checked. When this happens, things slow down, and every item gets looked at. The biggest mistake is not being ready to explain or show what each thing is. The calm traveler whose devices are charged knows what they have and can answer questions without getting flustered gets through quickly. The one who makes things up, hesitates, or argues stays longer than needed. In 2026, it's not about hiding what you have, but about showing that you know your stuff. Security likes things to be organized and clear, and the passenger who seems unsure about their own bag raises suspicions, even if they haven't done anything wrong. Digital preparedness. The last big difference between the traveler who struggles and the one who moves smoothly is digital preparedness. In 2026, relying on memory or what worked last time is a mistake. Rules change depending on the airline, the airport, and the type of plane. The prepared traveler checks the baggage policy before each flight, checks if their airport uses new scanners, and saves that information on their phone. Not to argue, but to understand what to expect. Having the facts handy reduces stress and prevents quick decisions. Plus, many airlines update their rules without clear warnings. Assuming everything is still the same is the fastest way to run into a problem. In 2026, information is a travel tool as important as your passport, and those who ignore it are setting themselves up for surprises that shouldn't happen anymore. All these rules have something in common. They're not trying to make your trip more comfortable, they're trying to make it more efficient for airlines and more controlled for airports. In 2026, every detail counts. The size, the weight, what you're carrying, how you're carrying it, and if you can prove it. Ignoring these rules doesn't mean you get to skip them. It means you'll pay for them. With time, with money, or with frustration. But the traveler who plans ahead, the one who measures their suitcase at home, weighs their bags, checks their devices, and understands how the airport works before they even get there, travels with an advantage. While others are arguing in line or reorganizing their suitcase on the floor, they're already walking to their boarding gate. The future of travel doesn't reward just winging it anymore. It rewards being prepared. And now that you know what's coming, the choice is yours.